14 podcast. We are back 3 days removed from picking up Max Scherzer. How we feeling, Abe? How we feeling? The post not clarity.
I'm in heaven still. I had a great time. Want to go again, honestly. That's how I feel about the Max Scherzer deal. It's cool. It's just cool right now. I hope he's got something left in the tank
Oh,
because it would be awesome. And that's where I'm at. It's for a week that was fucking really shitty for us. That was a nice get me going. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, I'm happy for
Yeah,
Max.
it rejuvenates you. And listen, like again, I'm hoping he's good so I could just come back and body people online because it was all like we saw the tweets like, oh, he's gonna be hurt by May, hurt by April. By the way, if you're a Jays fan saying that, like, are you a Jays fan? Like what are you talking about? But again, it's gonna be so cool to see that first start as a Blue Jay at the Rogers Center. It's gonna be awesome no matter how you look at it. And you mentioned it, it's like the Joey Votto thing, but it would be like Joey Votto. Joey Votto actually played the year before. You know, like Joey Votto didn't play for a while
Yes.
before he signed with the Jays. So hopefully there's no bats in the vicinity of Max Scherzer walking in the in the clubhouse
Yeah,
or dugout.
he's gonna
But
hit a home run then.
yeah, it's a little bit different. I'll even go ahead and say even his first spring training start might be scenes. Just seeing that.
I think he'll do the Bassett where he's just ass in spring.
Okay.
Because who was the guy who would do all the stupid shit? That was just Granky, right?
That was Granky, yeah.
I think we could get some shenanigans from Max in
Yeah.
spring, where it's like, what is this guy doing? He's throwing 89. We're fuck, and we gotta wait till the opening day. So it'll be cool to see the colors. Him wearing the uniform.
Yes.
I don't. The only thing I want to see is velo, and I honestly don't think we'll even sniff his velo when we get to some of these
No.
spring training outings.
I just stick a pin in this. People will be complaining about his velo in spring. Stick a pin in that.
Yes.
There will be people complaining about the velo in spring.
They do it for Bassett. They did it for
Yes.
Kikuchi last year. It's just all a part of spring training baseball. And I would love to complain about velocities after we watch some spring training games.
Yeah,
like
we're
today.
close, Dave.
I know it's really
We're
cool.
close. We're close. What do you get into this weekend? What do you do this weekend?
Oh my God. So I'm off the piss right now.
Really?
I'm off the piss. I stayed in last night and God, I watched the fucking Royal Rumble.
Oh my God.
It's like I don't watch wrestling. So like I don't know who any of these people are anymore. It's just such a hilarious thing to watch, man. Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah.
My girlfriend was so mad that we were watching it too.
Yeah.
She just sat there on her phone. She's like, "What the fuck are we doing?" I told her, I was like, "I don't know what we're doing. I'm sorry, I don't know what we're doing."
I watched some of it and I like people were coming out. I was like, who is this? Like
Yes.
I probably didn't know 3/4 of the people. Like
That's
I know
why I think
Roman-
the Netflix is so cool when you can go back and watch like the 2004 Rumble, where it's kind of the guys that like I watched wrestling from the 3rd to 5th grade probably, and those are the people you want to watch lay it on the line in the ring. So hilarious, but yeah, that's what my Saturday got into instead of going out.
I went out on Friday to this event. Happy birthday, Natalie, by the way. To this community wines event. And let me tell you, I like to go out. I like to have a good time. I don't know what the fuck this thing was. I'll be straightforward with you. We get in the Uber. The Uber is a 35-minute Uber. It's in Toronto, this place. So we get there and it's $40. It's a $40 ticket to get in. I wasn't feeling communal. I did not drink any wine, obviously, because I had the Invisalign in. And I'm in there. I'm like, what the fuck did this $40 pay for? There's a shit DJ, no disrespect, on the thing, mixing. He was playing a little bit disco music, so it was fine. I was tripping a little bit, so probably why. But like, and then I go to the bathroom. It's like a community bathroom, and there's stalls. And I open up a door, and a couple's just banging.
Oh,
Like
hell yeah.
I open the door, and I'm like, and how do you do? Like he has her pinned against the wall, banging, and I'm in the bathroom like, oh my God.
At Community Wine.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like they were getting down. There was some
The Pinot gets you feeling frisky, I guess.
I did not have any wine. Also bought 2 bottles. But yeah, just no disrespect to community wines. I've heard it's way better in the summer, obviously, but holy shit, dude. Like just one of the weirdest places I've ever been at. To be honest, it was terrible.
Yeah,
A
that
friend's
does
ex was
sound awful.
there. It was terrible. The worst case scenario.
We have some more housekeeping duties to take care of. We have a we have a video
We
guy.
have a video guy. Shout out Callum. Again, listen. The
There
biggest
was
thing
people way too qualified
there
to.
was, yeah. Again, the scary thing was like we had people interviewing that had like $25,000 equipment. So those type of people, I was like, listen, we're gonna do stuff here. We'll have you record our podcast in person with players and stuff like that. Uh, I just wouldn't feel comfortable bringing someone with $25,000 worth of equipment to Florida. Like
Yeah.
this guy, and you'll see him. You'll see him in the vlog. This Callum guy is as dumb as we are, and I mean that with the utmost respect. Like this kid, 21, uh, just an all time, an absolute character, like an all time character. He's the kid. I obviously tweeted the video. He's a man rocket. It's just the guy you want on your side. So congratulations to Callum for getting the job. Well done. But yeah, just some incredible stuff out of the camp. I mean, I appreciate everyone that applied.
Yeah, the fact that people want to give up a week of their time to just do something we can't really pay for is incredible. So I appreciate all the people that took the time to do it. We had a guy from Germany apply.
Yeah, and I felt bad for that one because this guy lived in Germany, but the airport was 3 hours away from his house. We had to drive to the airport and then take a flight to Tampa. Like, again, logistically, I just didn't want to have to worry about like, oh my God, is our camera guy going to make it? That's the biggest thing.
He's in Germany. It was easier to pick a guy who was down the street than the guy.
And trust me, the people will love Callum. Like you'll be again, the looks will probably play a factor in why you'll love Callum.
I do think he might be dumb, which is perfect.
Oh yeah, he's dumb. He's dumb as fuck. No disrespect, obviously, Callum. Like you're one of us. Like that's why we picked you. We want a guy that we can hang out with for a week, and you're that guy. So congratulations to Callum.
We said we don't want them. Well, you kind of said this. It was one of your interview questions. Will you care if you're not on the camera? I think the camera guy's going to need a little camera.
Obviously.
If he's going to be as dumb and funny as we think, camera guy's going to have to get some camera time.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll go behind the camera. I'll sit in the cuck chair. I am looking forward to it. I mean, it's this month, which is crazy. Still 4 weekends away technically, but I am looking forward to it. To be honest with you, it's going to be electric. And yeah, congratulations to Callum. But speaking about travel, let's talk about tariffs. I'd like to explain the tariffs to the listeners. So, Canada has a 25% tariff tax on their exported goods. I don't know, imported or exported. So whatever it costs, you add 25%.
Okay, well, let's talk that one out.
Is it export or import?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Canada putting the tariffs.
The U.S. is charging us
25% tariff. So yeah, the U.S. exports that Canada imports. Yeah, there you go.
25% on top. So I want to make this clear.
What do you think the tariffs are on?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an economist. I have no idea. I don't get into politics. Don't know much about politics, but yeah, I'm not really quite sure what the reasoning of it is. I do not want people to explain to me. Ignorance is bliss, as the kids say. That's the best way to put it.
This one's going to hurt our pockets, I think. Big time.
Well, I saw the Canadian dollar is down significant, so maybe we'll start. Maybe can we go to the U.S. with yen?
Can you? What's yen the currency of?
Chinese.
No.
Korean?
I'm pretty sure it's Japanese.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I want to issue a statement with the Gate 14 because I know a lot of our listeners are American. We are imposing 0% tariffs on American listeners. I need a graphic made, TJ Stats. I want it to be kind of like a part of my take graphic. 0% tariffs. Picture me and Avery, and at the bottom, on American listeners of Gate 14. We're doing it the ethical way. We don't get into politics, so our American listeners officially 0% tariff. So
I think we should dip our toes into some politics every now and then.
No, honestly,
I think we should.
No. That's like the worst side of the internet, to be honest.
I know, but this one feels important though. Like some of the other stuff.
I'm sure it is, and I'm fine learning about it behind closed doors. But Gate 14 is a Toronto Blue Jays podcast. You want to listen to fucking like Dean Blundell, all those guys, like they'll talk your off of that.
No, I think we should find something that's like, it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial, but just like finding out some stuff about politics.
No, I think I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine on that side. Listen, Gate 14 is an escape from that. That's why
Okay.
we talk ball. The only tariff I want to talk about is deferred money. I don't know if that's a tariff, but deferred money. That's the only money we kind of like to get into, obviously.
Okay.
So, yeah, congratulations to our American listeners. I don't think any other Jays podcast has done that.
No,
0%
Blair and
tariff.
Barker
We're the first to
fucking
come
want
out.
they'll impose tariffs.
Well, yeah. Blair. By the way, Barker's still going on about Anthony Santander being an overpay. Again, you want to talk about learning how money works and stuff like that. That's the type of guy that might have to learn about that. But yeah, just a great week in terms of Blue Jays land, man. I mean, the bullpen looks great. Avery had a hot take last podcast that Scherzer would be the two. I'm like, you should
No,
have been.
I'm saying like do or die season. You put Max Scherzer at the end because you want the first couple guys to have the most amount of starts. I mean, the couple guys get one more start than the bottom guys. But it's just like if he's healthy in a do or die spot, maybe he goes second. Is where I'm at.
Okay.
That was the whole reasoning behind that. It's you
Well,
want
unless Shawkins tells Brios to get pulled early, right? Right. My Shawkins friends out there.
yeah. I mean, Scherzer goes 2, Bowden goes 3, Kikuchi comes back and goes
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. It's a. Again, it all bodes down to how he pitches in regular season. That will determine who's the two. I've talked myself into the Jays making the playoffs. By the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
talked myself into it.
I talked myself into the AL East just being really good again. I think the
Well,
Red Sox are overrated at this point.
well, what are the moves they've made?
I know they're just all hoping for. Well, the Crochet deal's cool, really cool.
Yes, yeah, that's a great deal.
Um, yeah, maybe he. I don't know what his workload was last year, but it wasn't a full ace workload. So that's something you could be a little concerned about. He's sick.
Oh, he's so good.
He's the best
I'm not
pitcher on
looking-
earth. So that's the only cope you have to have is that
I'm
maybe.
not looking forward to facing him, to be honest. That's going to be scary hours.
I'm pretty sure he carved the Jays last year.
I'm pretty sure he back pocketed them. I think that was the remember when the Jays like split with the White Sox? I forgot it was something like that. But I know he carved against the Jays. Pretty bad, to be honest with you.
The Rays are interesting to me, but I'm hoping that the park kills the pitchers because I think they have a good staff. They'll have a good bullpen, most likely. It's just what they are. But maybe it's such a homer dome that it kills them and it makes things crazy. Because, I mean, I think the lineup's like pretty good, and everyone's now on the Junior Camaro's going to break out train. So it is baseball. A lot of the stuff that people like to say happens.
Yeah.
Like Tariq Skubal Cy Young was the most talked about thing ever, and he won pretty easily. Yeah.
Pretty easily, yeah.
So in baseball, it's a lot different when everyone's on board with that. In the Yankees, I don't know. The pitching staff's good. Aaron Judge is good.
Volpe year 3 leap.
Volpe plays good defense. That's about it. And then, yeah, it's the O's.
I mean, the
pitching doesn't look great on paper, but they can hit.
Maybe this is the year Charlie Morton, the age finally catches up to him. Maybe we could talk ourselves into that.
We
should not be talking about unction. Obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's what everyone else is doing about the Max Scherzer deal.
Yeah. So but again, I'm hoping Charlie Morton, the age decline hits him, but not Max Scherzer. That's where I'm at. But yeah, I'm not really scared of any American League team, to be honest with you, man. I mean, the Red Sox have the shiny toys, the prospects. So do the Orioles, but at the end of the day, you got to play ball. You got to play ball. And I think the Rays playing like 50 consecutive road games, that might be a little bit of a factor, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
so,
I did forget about that.
So, yeah, again, I've talked myself into the Jays shocking the world. And maybe this will be a Gate 14 award for worst take of the season. I wouldn't be shocked about it, but yeah, I'm rooting for the ball club. Jays, let's go. Jays, why not? And again, going into spring training stuff, I've sent some flares. Tommy Nance is confirmed in-person pod. I sent one to Miles Straw because he follows me on Twitter. He hasn't read it or answered it, obviously. I don't think he's really that online. But yeah, we got Ernie Davis, all those guys. So it should be a good one. We should be pumping out some good content here for spring training. But yeah, I hate this weather here. I'll be honest with you. Every single year I go into it, I don't even think it was that bad last year, as bad as it is now. This is terrible. Like every single day, it's like I cannot wait to just be in Florida for a week.
Yes, I do think last year wasn't so bad of a winter. from what I remember. But man, you get some sunshine, it's
Game change. We're going to a gun range as well.
oh yeah, we're trying to do some more excursions this year to
Yes.
just make the vlog just as stupid as it can be.
I would love to go to a gator farm, but I don't believe there is gator farms in Tampa.
I'm deathly afraid of alligators, but I would love to
Well,
go
I mean,
as well.
why? Of course, but it would be objectively funny. I am deathly afraid
What
of.
about what about a crocodile farm, John?
I don't know the difference. Are those the female ones?
Crocodiles just aren't in America. I think they're
Oh,
just
they aren't.
African. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Trying to get you there.
yeah, you almost did. You almost did. But yeah, we got some funny stuff planned out, and we have a camera guy to follow us 24/7. So it's going to be absolutely electric stuff. Oh, let's talk about the Sid Seixeiro tweet.
Oh fuck, man.
I,
He's
I,
got to be locked out of that thing at some point.
well, again, I am blocked. The people were DMing me, please respond to this. I got bad news. I can't. But I am blocked by Sid. Again, it's like
Nick Alberga's next on the list.
oh, he is. I mean, I have him muted if this is a true circle, but Nick Alberga saying Frank Thomas
like
on
he
the
wasn't
Blue Jays.
like he wasn't sick the year he
Frank
played.
Thomas, I have very fond memories of Frank Thomas on the Blue Jays. Like insanely fond memory. The dude rocked. I think he had like 28 home runs.
I think he was really good in his
He would
one
have been
year.
second on the team last year in home runs. Frank, 40-year-old Thomas. He was sick here. But yeah, again, I'm not the one to gatekeep stuff, but it is a pet peeve of mine when like the hockey guys chime in on baseball stuff.
Yeah.
During hockey season, especially. Like you could obviously talk like during baseball, and I'm not going to gatekeep it, but having these hockey guys who clearly just do it for the clickbait stuff. Like that was the most clickbait ass tweet I've ever seen.
It was, yes.
Because Frank Thomas was actually good, and I don't think he knows that because he doubled down in the comments and said baseball is actually my number one sport. I got bad news. It's probably not, to be honest with you. Like,
even if it's your number one sport, you can just fucking read stats. just go to Fangraphs and
yeah,
just make sure you don't say something stupid.
yeah. Again, I am always cautious with that, but sometimes it falls through the wire, goes through the crack. I say something stupid, but just some. It was a great week. It was a great week because you got people coming up to us when people saw me out. They're like Max Scherzer. I'm like, let's go. Like let's go, Max Scherzer. But yeah, I saw he is lining up for his first start to be against the Nationals, which is kind of hilarious, kind of cool.
Is that where they go right after Baltimore?
I think the Nationals are here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do a schedule check.
Yeah, I'll do that right now.
Because I know 4 with the O's, right? To start.
Yeah. So wait, how would that make sense that he's lined up?
I mean, he'd have to be the 5th starter.
You think so?
Well, that's the only way he'd pitch against the Nats in his
Well, they have the Nationals at home right after 31st.
Yeah.
So I guess technically, even if he's the 3, he'll go against the Nationals.
I think they'll line it up for him to get the most rest possible.
Do you think the possibility of a 6-man rotation would help?
Who would be the 6th man?
Like Wyrod?
Who would it? I think it almost hurts some pitchers more than it helps.
Some pitchers hate it, right?
Yeah, with the unction we have, we should not. I don't think we should be doing that.
You don't want to leave the body cold for too long.
No,
the old guys. It's like when your dad takes a seat on the couch on an NFL Sunday at like 12:50 and like 8 o'clock rolls around. It's like this dude might need life alert. You
just went and shot hoops for the first time, and he's not going to get up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, do you want Max Scherzer to have 6 days of being essentially ice cold? And it's like, all right, Grandpa, it's like let's get back on the bump here. It's not. It's a little scary.
I think it's the worst rotation ever to do 6 men. Honestly, they're so old.
Again, 40 is not old for our listeners out there who are 40 in terms of athleticism wise.
Yeah, in baseball terms.
Maybe Scherzer could go on that LeBron regimen.
I don't think you spend enough money on his body.
Yeah, maybe we need Max Scherzer to go on like that Joe Rogan, red light shit.
You think what Joe Rogan's doing is good?
Well, he looks great. I mean,
he looks strong.
Do you think, again, gun to your head, do you think Max Scherzer is like doing ice baths, going ice cold, hot? Like,
yeah. He's been doing that since 32, probably.
You think so?
Yeah. You have nothing to do on those other days. Well, sorry, your non-pitching days, you're doing a ton of stuff. You're lifting, but his body's not recovering like when he was 20, 25. So I think he's absolutely doing
Yeah.
I think he's doing the absolute most he can to get
Should
his.
the Jays get a Life Alert sponsorship? Something to
Yeah,
think about. And again, we're not business guys, but that's a great opportunity. Like
we should.
Life Alert sponsors the Jays. I mean, I'm
If
not
Max
saying.
falls, is he gonna get up?
Well, that's what I'm scared about. It's like
It's a
Max.
back injury too. Like
Yeah, that's not great. Like I've never really had a bad back before, knock on wood, but I've seen people with back injuries treat it like they're gone, like it's over. It's like
people with back injuries are the most in pain people in the world.
Oh, it's insane. And I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how you could fix it. But if we were a glass half empty guys, we'd say coming back off a back injury is not great. But
and he had nerve issues, and then it went down to his hamstrings to end the year.
There's a lot of stuff. But what has pissed me off though about it is people saying, "Oh my God, the Jays finally got a free agent." Like Anthony Santander, I guess, just doesn't exist. Which happened literally like a month ago, maybe not even. It
was not a month ago.
Less?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Santander was like 2 weeks ago, probably.
It's crazy. The time's flying, eh? Actually, I guess time's going slow. But again, we're letting Ross cook. I keep saying again, I don't know why I'm doing this. Since that boat picture of Ross Atkins, the man has been cooking. I mean, since the boat picture, we got Jeff Hoffman, Santander, and Max Scherzer. Who's got it better than us?
He just needed a reset so bad.
Some Modelo's on a boat with the boys. And that's
Santander was like 12 days ago, by the way.
Oh, my God.
January 20th. Was that 12 days?
Oh, my God. Wow. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, all Ross needed was some R&R.
Yeah, get fucked up on a boat at 8 a.m.
Reset with the boys. Listen to some probably Jimmy Buffett on the playlist for Ross, maybe. I don't know. Something like that. But
rest in peace.
R.I.P. That's what Ross was dying to do. And he did it, and he said, fuck it, I'm gonna get in my bag now. And we got a little bit of a squad here. I know the Alonso thing is a question mark. The Jays apparently, which I've seen on Twitter, this is not Johnny Sources, Jays have a 6-year offer to Bregman. I'm going to ask this to you, Avery. Gun to your head. And I've probably asked this before.
Probably.
Bregman or Alonso? Like, based off of what you know now. Like, in terms of making the team better. Because the Jays already really have a first baseman. Right?
Yeah, Alonso's not is the numbers are piss poor defensively. And if you're a first baseman and you're bad defensively, you just DH in that.
Oh, Vladdy's
Gold Glove winner, dude. Watch your mouth.
Well, okay. Yeah. Positive about Vladdy, yeah.
So the Bregman makes more sense for the team. I want Pete Alonso to hit dingers, though.
But Bregman kind of launches. He launches, too.
Yeah, the Crawford boxes, he's playing fucking Fenway, basically.
Fair. I think
so my problem is I keep holding out hope that Orelvis Martinez is the real deal. I'm not ready to give it up.
Well, we're talking about a 333 career hitter, right?
Yeah.
In the show.
That you know where that gets you, John?
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What if Orelvis just lights the world up in spring training?
The problem is he also can't play a position, really.
Well, he's terrible defensively.
I would almost put him at first base and let Vlad play third. That's how bad he is defense. Didn't he make a god-awful error in Cleveland?
He's terrible defensively. And they try to do the thing where it's like, let's hide you at second. And I'm almost positive there's a highlight of him. He played one big league game. And there's a highlight of him, a ball going just straight through the wickets at second base in Cleveland. Like, Orelvis Martinez should not be on the field at all, actually.
No.
Like, he's a guy who probably spent his entire childhood like, I just want to rake. I don't give a fuck about the field. And it's starting to show, to be honest with you. And is he going to light the world on fire if he comes up here and he starts feeling good again? That'd be kind of cool to see. But based off what we've seen, and the numbers and all the numbers that we have available, pretending I looked at them, he is terrible defensively.
He's not a good defender. I'm starting to...
Maybe Ben Verlander was right.
Yeah, Ben Verlander would be right if Elvis was playing in it. Yeah. Just imagine, like, Vladdy's DHing, Santander and left. You have Relvis and Pete Alonso's playing first base
Oh
because
my
they're not.
God. Oh my
And
God.
then I guess Wagner would have to be playing. I don't think he's bad defensively, but
No, he's great defensively.
he's not Jimenez, so he's
I think
playing.
Jimenez would have to play Rover if Pete Alonso played first. Or again,
We just put Pete on the bag,
yeah.
and
Like
we let
Pete's like that 50-year-old mother that plays slow pitch that doesn't want to get hit by a ball, so she stands on the base.
it's smart.
That's what Pete would that I mean, Jimenez on the right side can make up for a lot of bad defensive first basemen. So it is a positive. But do you think Scherzer saw some of the moves? Like, I mean, the Jimenez move, no matter how you look at it, it's a good move. Like
Every single second and every other move we make, it gets better.
it looks cool.
It does look cool. And we forget that Nick Sandlin is involved as well. He's not
Yeah.
going to be a world beater, but you can find some things with bullpen guys. Like
Jimenez was in his bag on Instagram on the weekend. I sent the True RGM. He posted the Neymar meme. 99% faith, 1% chance. I don't know what it meant. It was a picture of him like working out, and then like the slideshow was the Neymar picture, which I didn't really understand what the 99% chance, 1% faith meant. In terms, maybe he's talking about his like batting ability, but he can take that leap. Like if Jimenez is a league average hitter,
he doesn't need a leap, John. He needs a bounce back.
well, bounce back. Sorry, yeah,
We've done it.
Sometimes I screw around the terms, but yeah, a bounce back. Again, a league average hitter. That's all we're asking for. That's all we're asking for.
If our two best defenders in baseball are league average hitters, we got a squad.
We got a wagon.
I think Will Wagner is the Spencer Horwitz leaving makes so much sense because I just think Will Wagner can be Spencer Horwitz.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be an awesome version of Horwitz. Will Wagner
it's just a fun at bat when he's up there.
Yeah. Again, he was one of the guys last year, obviously before he got hurt, but that made it fun to watch the team. And I know tons of people are talking about this in our questions and stuff like that. I think Ernie Clement is the third baseman until he loses that job. That's where I'm at with it right now.
Right now, yeah.
Until he loses that job, I think that's what he is. Like, obviously, you bring in a Bregman, Ernie will be coming off the bench, obviously. But I think unless a Relvis goes nuclear in spring training, Ernie Clement is my opening day third baseman. And Ernie Clement is not going to lose you baseball games. That's where I'm at with that. He's not going to be like a, no disrespect, Tyler Heineman, like hit below 200 type of guy. He is going to give you good at-bats. He is going to get on base. Not get on base, sorry. Make contact. Ernie Clement right now for me, and obviously I'm a little bit biased, but he is the opening day third baseman until that's taken from him. Right?
Yeah, right now. It's interesting how the team management is going to be because Ernie's what, like at best 95 weighted runs created plus. It'd be awesome for him to be league average too, but the defense is just so good.
Yeah.
So if you can like offset the great guys with great defenders, I wonder how they'll play that. Because we've done the great defender stuff.
And it's literally terrible.
But the team wasn't bad offensively last year either. It's just they couldn't pitch worth a shit.
Yes.
So if we go in with Ernie playing third base, I don't think I'm like too worried about that at all. It could be fun at the bottom, man. Honestly, like Ernie could run a little bit. Andres Jimenez can run a ton. He's a great runner.
Yeah, he's fast.
And then if you have Varsho coming in there as well, it's like, hey, let's play a little hit and run. Let's get slappy at the bottom and let's cause some havoc on the bases. I think you can win with that as well. So if you go around the diamond, it's like Kirk, you're hoping is over 100 weighted runs created plus.
I think Kirk is going to be great this year.
I hope so, man. He's got it.
Well, the thing is, this is the first year, Avery. Might be a cope here. This is the first year Alejandro Kirk is going into a season as catcher one. Last year it was Jano and him, obviously platooning, but this is the first year Alejandro Kirk is like, this is my team now. Like they call him the captain, obviously. That's what they call him, Captain Kirk. But this is the first time Alejandro Kirk, who is one of the best defensive catchers in the game, is going into a season like, I better figure out the plate. Less double plays, less balls on the ground.
We might hit into the most double plays.
Oh, it's going to be the most frustrating thing of all
Santander
time.
makes a ton of contact.
Yeah.
He's not very fast. Bo,
Jimenez as well, unfortunately. I hate that.
same thing.
A
You're
lot.
so right about Kirk, though, too. You hope that he takes it and runs with it. And after Jano left last year, after he was traded away, he did really well, I thought. Like
Yes.
the
Do you
numbers
have the
don't.
stats? It was
No,
it's like
I've looked at them before. The numbers didn't jump like crazy off the page, but
yeah.
as a catcher in the major leagues who is that good defensively and able to handle the staff that well, it's it was great stuff from Kirk. I think it was like 105. It wasn't insane.
That might be one of the smartest points I've ever mentioned on Gate 42.
You,
That
you,
that 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 right there might be it.
you felt good
Uh,
about that?
we're all
Narrative
in on.
ball?
Yeah, I'm all in on Captain Kirk. I've been a Kirk hater.
I'm nervous about the backup catcher situation.
Well, Bethencourt. I hate to say
He
I
had
do not
7 runs batted in a game this year.
stats that don't matter. I mean Bethencourt is not really a fun option, I guess, behind the plate.
He's dog shit behind the plate, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, maybe Ernie could probably stick it back there.
Well, we have Varsho.
Should Varsho be catcher too? I think you just go with Kirk. You don't have a backup catcher, and you add that roster spot to something else.
You know what we should really do is get IKF back to be the catcher.
I miss IKF. He rocked here. I know people hated it, and he got us a kind of a little bit McAdoo.
Yeah.
Training invitee, as the kids say. So
Charlie.
yeah,
Big Chuck.
Again, I say we just go no catcher after Kirk and just let Varsho be their emergency backup. He's the
we should have a 9 square back there and just have Pete Alonso hit.
I think he's an e-bug. Like Varsho should be the e-bug. Again, I think a couple times last year Varsho almost caught, correct?
I think he was the emergency guy.
That would have been, oh my God. That would have been like when Kikuchi pinch ran. Remember that?
He didn't pinch run, did he? Just had his helmet
He was on
on.
the bench with a helmet on and he didn't come in. And then I forgot it was just a stupid fucking thing that they did. They didn't put Kikuchi in. We were cheering for it. But yeah, do you want to make a statement, Avery, a public statement that you didn't put Bowden in the 2026 rotation?
That was a mess up on my part.
Like, he saw that probably too. You are just you're just, I mean, first of all, you talk about wanting to trade Horwitz. You heard about that.
Yeah.
Obviously that kind of happened.
I basically ran the team off that that deal.
The
Bowden one was an oversight. That was
because Bowden rocks.
Yeah, we need him to be so good.
Yes.
When I looked at how he got people out, it was just like it kind of just blew my mind because he's kind of lived in the middle upper of the zone.
He was throwing a little bit, a little cock shots.
Yeah, so I know he has good IVB numbers. So like when he plays up in the zone, it's fantastic. I just need like one more start to be, hey, this thing was real, and we're just gonna keep doing this thing because he's gonna be the youngest guy on the staff. Like you need him to throw a lot of innings. I think if he's good, this team's gonna be really successful. So I think he's a very, very, very important part to how this team plays.
Yeah, and he obviously has a great second half to build off of. Lowest whip in all of baseball.
Yeah, those numbers are goddamn insane.
Is that pretty good? You tell me. And the thing is, which was wild last year, every single start, we were like, all right, maybe this is the one where he kind of gets hit around a little bit because these numbers are crazy.
No through 8.
Shoved.
Yeah.
And he just shoved every fucking start. American League Pitcher of the Week, all that. Like, shout out Bowden, man. Honestly, one of the most hipster guys. I mean, me and him, like, he got a new phone number. So me and him will be DMing and stuff like that. He was supposed to come on the pod like 2 weeks ago. He just like sometimes will not answer a DM for weeks. So I'm just gonna push it to spring training now. I'm not even gonna chase this fucking guy anymore. But yeah,
he's got a family, man.
Yeah, it's crazy as a family. Crazy, multiple children. Shout out to Bowden. But yeah, where are you at with this Bregman Alonso waiting here? I mean, are you in the same camp that you just think Alonso just wants to be a Met?
I said that last week.
Yeah.
I'm not really holding my breath for either of them, but I haven't found my next guy. Like, who do we want instead?
I saw someone bring up JD Martinez. Where are you at with that?
Oh my God, fucking unction. Like, we are doing the thing.
Yeah, if the Jays get JD Martinez, actually, the Life Alert should legit get on the phone as soon as possible.
It's not a bad player. The Jays have hit on every old guy so far. I mean, why don't you just bring Brandon Belt back?
The cock was. I didn't realize how high his weighted runs created plus was.
Wasn't it like 130? He
Yeah, I think it
was
was 136.
he was special. How did he not get a deal the next year?
Again, I don't really understand it because he was legitimately one of the best DHs weighted runs created plus wise in the game. I re- Again, maybe the playoffs was imprinted in
It
GM's
was two
mind.
games
I
though.
mean, that was some of the worst at bat. We can all admit we're the cock guys, but those were some of the worst at bats I've ever seen in playoff games in my life.
Do you
That
remember?
was the
Do
like
you
I
remember
already
his?
have. He's like I already have two World Series. Like I don't give a shit.
Do you remember his start too in St. Louis?
Oh my god, double play ball, strikeouts. It was bad.
We made a terrorist graphic.
Yeah.
That
Well, allegedly, that's swiped off the internet. We did not do that. Um,
he was so bad to start. It was insane.
and you know what's crazy is we never like put two and two together. We were never like, oh, the 45-year-old is starting spring training after 3 weeks. Why isn't he going to be asked to start? Like, why did not we not think that? That was the craziest part about it.
It was
Again,
crazy.
we're slowly starting to build an unction. We need a young guy to come in here. Like we need like a again Alonso, but I have seen some people tweeting about Alonso's advanced metrics going on a insane uh trajectory downward. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Um Again, that's another thing that scares me off it. But if the Jays do opt outs, and that's maybe why he doesn't want to take it, I'm really not sure. But the Bregman one's a little scary as well, Abe.
Yeah.
6 years?
6 year deal. I mean, again, if he's on the team, I'll find a way. He's great with the glove. But fuck, we should have just kept Matt Chapman if we want Bregman.
As much as I hated Matt Chapman,
Matt Chapman was not a good Blue Jay here. Like
no,
it's the numbers were pretty good. He
the
was a great,
war. He was a war merchant.
yeah, because he's so good defensively.
Yeah.
But it felt like the clutch was never there. Like if we do eye test instead of looking at the
Like
numbers,
how
when
the game should be played. Yeah.
they just he wasn't that great at
But
the
let's
plate.
just think about how awesome the double plays would look. Chapman to Jimenez to Vladdy. I mean, that'd be kind of sick.
They'd be turned at a
I mean, and then
100% rate.
Chapman would be at the bottom of the order, swinging. The thing, like, again, I know people like to bring up, oh, Chapman's actually a good baseball player. Look at his war. Look at this. I beg you to watch that motherfucker for a year. I legitimately beg you. He made me go stir crazy. The
What?
middle pitches he missed on made me go fucking stir crazy. That boy compares him to goddamn Otani in the fucking. But
He's
yeah,
he's obviously a fantastic player.
yes,
He just didn't want to hit when it mattered.
at all. The only thing that he did good in 2023 was yell at Schneider for pitching to Otani. That was legit the only thing I remember from that season from Matt Chapman. But
And he hated Canada, so
yeah, he hated Canada. Sorry, Matty Chopsticks. But yeah, just not not a guy that again that I would again he was cool. Looked good on a lineup when
he looks good in a uniform.
look good in a lineup when talking baseball or someone throws like the Jays hypothetical lineup right now. Like that again, Matt Chapman does not make it worse. But again, I don't want to watch him, to be honest. That's where I'm at with that. He's a good looking girl with a ton of flaws. And I just like I can't do it. I really can't do it. But yeah, not much to talk about. Oh, next thing. Forgot about this before we go on to listener question. I talked about doing a Gate 14 slow pitch tournament. I think that would be unbelievable.
We were in the talks of kind of doing something with Dr. Internet last year. I think we can do it, and it would be a big sell.
But
think it
I
would be
want it to
awesome.
be a Gate 14 event. You know, like we'll
Oh
rent
yeah.
out, right, get the field rented out. Obviously Gate 14 in the talks with like some stuff right now, so we can't do that on our own. But um, it would be cool, and I think we would sell it out in a second. I think it would give you know what vibes it would give me, like the Spit and Chicklets ball hockey tournament.
Yes.
I think that's the vibes it would give me. How many divisions do you think we would do?
I have no idea.
Two?
There's a
Like
lot of like good slow pitch players.
that's what I'm saying. Like we could do like an advanced division. So if you join the advanced division, you know you're facing like legit dogs.
Yeah, the problem is we can't have too big of a cash prize or we'll get sandbaggers in there.
Yes. Yes, that's a scary thing. I think it would be great. I think we could easily find beer company to sponsor it. Again, and then we could do like some sort of event at a bar after. Like, it would be awesome, to be honest. It would be awesome. I already talked to our insurance guy, Jimmy. It would cost like $400 to insure the entire thing. So be a great
Insurance is something someone should explain to us as
Yeah,
well.
I don't know how that works, but the Gate 14 slow pitch tournament, aiming for and hopefully end of 2025, we can do something like that. You'd have to obviously plan sooner than later, which is what we probably will do once the Gate 14 behind the scenes stuff gets settled. But a slow pitch tournament would be scenes, and we already got Ricky Romero wants to be involved, so would be awesome.
That would be a great mic'd up event.
Yeah.
Even if we don't do a Gate 14 one, I think we need to be mic'd up for a slow pitch tournament.
Easily. I do think a Gate 14 team would be hilarious. Like, it would be the biggest bunch of idiots. Like me, you, Alto, Curtis, JR.
Yeah. JR would love that.
It would be unreal. And the Gate 14 team, it's like you got to be like, I would rig it. Obviously, I'd give us the shit teams in the draw, but it would be awesome. So yeah, if anyone knows how to set up a tournament, feel free to reach out. Gate14podcast@gmail.com. But let's go to some listener questions. Not much to talk about.
We figured some good stuff
Yeah,
to
we
talk
got some
about
good
today.
stuff going here. Curtis asked, do crabs think fish are flying? Pretty good question. Really good question, actually. I actually don't know how to answer that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I don't think they think they're swimming. Will Damiano Palmigiani hit 30 plus home runs? No.
Maybe for the Bison.
Maybe for the Bison. No questions, a couple of beauties. Yeah. Everyone wants us to talk about this goddamn Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic trade. Listen, I don't give a fuck about the NBA, man. I'm sorry. And what makes it even worse is you got every goddamn rent due talking baseball. Fucking Ben Verlander. Explain this in MLB terms. How about we just read the trade? How about we just read the trade instead of explaining it in NBA, NHL, MLB, NFL?
It's Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. You know what it's like in MLB terms if you work in baseball. It's so easy. It's so easy.
Yeah, a lot of the questions are about that. Like
the trade was insane. I was asleep, so I didn't get to see it till the next morning. But that's an insane trade. Fucking just because Luka's a little fat, they wanted to trade him.
Yeah, it's like
he's not the best basketball player in the world when he wants to play.
No question. Just want to say Geek 14 forever. Thank you, Boyer on the bench. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Going to Toronto for the first time in August, in need of some good bars to hit. Anything on King, Queen, Aussie, you could find good bars everywhere, literally everywhere.
You can. All depends what you want to do.
Yeah, all depends what you're kind of into. If Bo has another bad season, are you okay with him leaving? Probably.
he's gonna leave if he has a bad season, probably.
Yeah. Some fucked up question about Trevor Bauer that I won't read. People still want Atkins or fired again. I really don't know. Who has that's a good question. Who has the better Blue Jays legacy? Melky Cabrera or Varsho? I loved Melky. I mean,
Melky was cool because he was on teams that were good.
Yeah.
That's the only legacy thing you kind of worry about. Or didn't he get suspended for roids here?
Yeah. But I mean, if you're not trying, you're not cheating, you're not trying. So.
Colabello.
Fair.
I think Varsho has a better I don't know. Like if
Varsho wasn't a part of any Jays wagon teams.
Yes, it's true. That's I think that's why you look back on Melky and love him. Not that he wasn't very good, but let's see some Melky numbers honestly while he was
on the
here.
Jays. I also like to do a public service announcement. If you are victory lapping a signing that you reported 2 weeks ago, you can't. You got 1 or 2 days of breathing room. Other than that, though, you're not reporting shit. Sorry. That's kind of where I'm at with that.
Melky was here for 2 years and only one of them was good.
Was he shit? Okay, so then Varsho.
Yeah.
Back-to-back questions, a little bit fucked up. Johnny wins a girlfriend reveal. Is Johnny still single? I think we all know the answer to both those questions. A lot of people are saying doing a JUCO players to watch video. Someone wants you to do a JUCO players to watch video. Like what the hell?
JUCO players to watch
for the draft.
in the draft.
Yeah.
I don't know any of those
No, yeah.
players.
This is
I
a good
can't.
question. Does Alec Manoah make a start this season for the Toronto Blue Jays?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah.
But then six man then.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, Scherzer, like, maybe he needs some relief getting ready for the World Series run.
Fair. Fair. By the way, fuck you, Ticketmaster, Morgan Wallen tickets. Just
I did secure Morgan
yeah.
Wallen tickets. Insane prices for
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's a great question. Really good question here from Stefan. Not trying to say your last name, but you know who you are if you answer that. What two Blue Jays players would be the best to replace Johnny and Avery on Gate 14?
Ernie's probably there. Like,
Ernie
just
and Davis.
yeah. I think Ernie and Bassett would be like me and you a little bit.
Yeah. Ernie Bassett, Ernie Davis. I'm going to clip this and actually tweet this out. This is a great question.
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
Bassett's good on the mic. He likes it too.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, except when talking baseball clickbaits him. What percentage of your listeners do you think are girls? I'm going to say 1%.
Less than that, probably.
Really?
Shout out girls in the YouTube chat. Just let us know if you're there.
Yeah. Just send a little flare.
Yeah.
Or tweet at us if you're a female listener. What is the Luca? Oh my god, people are fucking with me in these comments. They keep saying explaining MLB terms. How come you guys aren't coming to Seattle anymore? Hold the phone. Hold the phone on that one.
Yeah, I'm hoping best case scenario.
If Gate 14 is signed on to a company this year, there could be a Seattle trip.
And I want to do a bar like before a game.
Yes.
Little event that we can do.
Because there's tons of you guys down there, man.
If we secure money to go on a trip,
yeah,
we'll be going to Seattle to be with people. That's like, it's expensive to go on our own dime.
Yeah.
But if we have someone else paying for it, we'll be there.
Okay. What is your favorite and least favorite jersey in Jays history? I love the steroid bird.
T-bird?
Like the T-bird. Like, those jerseys bang. I know Avery, I believe, has one. You have the green one, but I'm talking, or you have the other one too. The blue sleeves and the gray front. I love those jerseys, to be honest.
Okay. My
least favorite, by the way, is the gray they have now. I hate that jersey.
Really? I kind of like their grays. I think their grays were bad with the black tees.
My god.
Like those.
Oh my god.
I also didn't love the Roy Halladay era when they did the powder blue throwbacks. I didn't love those.
They were weird, but there was nostalgic for like Unk. For like my dad. I was like, yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, I didn't love those uniforms.
Yeah. If you could bring back one lefty relief pitcher for this team, who would it be? This guy wants Scott Downs. Shout out Scott Downs, by the way. Legend.
So it's like Cecil, Zipchinski,
Jesse Carlson, all-star. You'll forget that.
Fuck. Who would it be? I'll go Cecil all-star year. He was an all-star one year, right?
Yeah. Cecil rocked.
Yeah,
Cecil
the 1 year he stopped eating chips before
what about
dinner.
LaTroy Hopkins?
LaTroy Hopkins was right-handed.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, someone said, do you trust Leb sources on Twitter? I don't know.
He's at this point, he's just tweeting what other people are reporting.
Yes.
And just trying to get ahead of it.
Yes.
Like, it's not really.
He's throwing shit at a wall. I mean, he tweeted today that Vladdy got offered $480 million. I don't think that's even remotely true. So I really don't know what he's doing.
But that's a number within what we've heard other people report. So it's like he's just reporting things, trying to be early.
Frankie asked, should I feel dumb for thinking this team is shot at the playoffs? No, brother. #believe. #believe. Hot takes. We'll do a season preview probably in like 3 weeks, maybe.
The season preview comes out right before the season starts.
Yeah, so we still have some time with that. What did Johnny get at EQAO? No comment.
EQAO.
Will there be more? Oh, this is fucked up. Will there be more Kirk triples this season than Johnny's second dates this summer? This summer, the Invisalign will be done, brother. So I'm taking the over on me. Yeah, a lot of people asking just questions on who should start third base. And I like I said, I think it's Ernie's job to lose. That's the Instagram questions. I didn't read the Twitter ones. Should we just pause the Twitter ones?
There was one good Twitter one. Um,
Oh, great.
Someone
Yeah.
wanted to know. That's crazy. You just didn't. You just left our Twitter people out.
Well, there were so many on Insta, and there were good ones on Insta as well. Like the Twitter one's a lot of repetitive stuff. Actually, a lot of them overlined. So
People want to know what to
overlap.
talk about. We got a question on Instagram. Our Toronto Blue Jays quarter century team.
Great
Um,
question.
do you know quarter century? How long is that, John?
25 years. So I guess since the year 2000.
Since the year 2000. So let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go around the diamond. Starting at catcher,
Russ Muscle.
you probably have to put Russell Martin there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. It's Russell Martin or it's probably Kirk's close after, but no one's going to want to put
Yeah.
Kirk on this Blue Jays quarter century team. So we'll put Russell Martin behind the dish. First base,
Vladdy.
I mean,
Or Delgado. You going Delgado over Vladdy?
I just,
I,
it's close.
um.
Carlos Delgado's a 152 weighted runs created plus.
Okay.
In
It's Delgado. It's Delgado until Vladdy has a couple more years. Fair. Delgado.
I think, yeah, it's like keeping Vlad off our quarter century team would be so
He get
stupid. Though.
DH.
But then Edwin's not going to make our quarter century
Oh
team.
fuck. Sorry, Vlad. Yeah, I'm not putting Vladdy on there right now. Then, yeah,
I just think Delgado's been better since he played 756 games since 2000, 296 average, and 187 home runs.
yeah,
It's just more than Vlad's done yet
yeah.
in less games as well. Okay, second base, interesting spot because you probably have to put Aaron Hill there.
Aaron Hill, I think, yeah,
It's not a very
not a good position until
it's
Jimenez
not
steps up.
yeah, it's not a great position, I
Yeah,
think, since 2000. I don't know who else would be there.
Biggio.
Don't think he's going to make my quarter century team.
Yeah,
Shortstop, I think you have to put Bo Bichette there.
yeah, it's Bo Bichette. I don't think you could do Tulo. I don't like he wasn't really that good here.
No,
I think it's Bo Bichette pretty clear, right?
yeah.
Nostalgia wise, John McDonald, but he wasn't good offensively, so you can't. But Bo Bichette, clear.
Third base, Josh Donaldson's on the third base.
JD, yeah,
Is on the third base team.
yeah,
We can go with our three outfielders. I think it's pretty easy. So Jose Batista's in right field. Vernon Wells is in center field.
yes.
And I don't know if you want Teoscar or Alex Rios in left.
I'm going Teo.
I think I'm going Teo.
Teo
Too.
at least played in the playoffs for us.
Yeah, I think I'd go Teo over Alex Rios in left. Alex Rios definitely more wins, but I'll put Teo there too.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do with Vlad? Like Vlad not making it is
Well,
is
I
not,
think Edwin's the clear DH. I feel like a dick for not saying Vladdy, but consistent wise, Carlos Delgado was just always good here.
yeah.
That's just really
So
what
let's
it
put
is.
Vladdy as the backup first baseman on
Yeah.
the team as well,
Yeah.
and then DH we will put Edwin Encarnacion.
And then who's starting? Obviously, Doc.
Doc's number one,
Yeah.
no doubt. It's pretty bleak for like if you look at Doc's Jay's tenure since 2000, he's 47.8 wins above replacement.
Oh my God.
And then the next one is Marcus Stroman.
Well, Yankees trying to get rid of that. Unfollow them. Unfollow them. We have some good Twitter questions here, actually, Avery.
So let's just put Doc on the mound.
Yes.
Let's just
Would you rather have Kirk play outfield or Zach Pop do the Shohei Ohtani thing where he starts and hits? I unfortunately would rather Kirk play the outfield.
I want to see Zach Pop hit.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Majority of these you've already asked or answered. Elvis, Avery's high on Elvis. That was one of the things. I'm not going to talk about Vladdy trade package.
And unfortunately, the closer for that team is Roberto Osuna.
Yes. Sucks. Actually, no. Romano.
Oh, let's go Romano. He has 105 saves as a J. Roberto Osuna 104 saves.
Sam asked, would you pick up Manny Machado if it meant the Jays didn't have to take on, if the Jays didn't have to trade that much for him? I don't know, to be honest. That contract's a lot.
Yeah, they're trying to shop Bogarts right. They're trying to
Yes.
give away one of their top prospects with
Yeah.
Bogarts to take someone to take on his money.
Yes. Broke boys. Broke boys. Yeah, some good questions on Twitter. I mean, we answered a majority of them, but a lot of Royal Rumble stuff. Avery watched, was locked in on it. And then
Is it
also chirp my honey on the ground beef. Fuck you, Alto.
you put honey on your ground beef?
Yeah, I made a cooking video. That was one of the secret things. And it tasted great. You'll see it tomorrow at work. But yeah, great stuff. 3 more Gate 14 podcasts till the Jays start playing games, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 23rd. I can't believe we're this close. The off season sucks, man. Holy shit.
It does suck.
It is so bad. It feels so long. In reality, I think it's so long though, but it's like the baseball season is the longest out of any sport.
It is.
It's like we think our off season is bad. Imagine being a Leaf fan or someone and they have to wait that long, right?
It's true.
Sucks. But thank you guys. We hit 7K on YouTube. Thank you to that. Some subscribers. Tons of content coming out here. Especially with spring training. I cannot fucking wait for spring
It's
training.
the best time of the year when you see the people throwing, you get some of the reporters behind the screen of bullpens going on.
Yeah.
And you can make some nice realizations, or you can plan some things out with just watching people's bullpens. So
yeah,
I'm pumped.
Looking forward to it. If anyone has tickets to Beltron, please let me know. On top of that, just whatever. But yeah, Gate 14 forever, man. Love you guys. We're almost entering year 4 of the Gate 14 podcast.
It's crazy
per season. So love you guys, man. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment on the YouTube. Gate 14 forever. We will chat next week.
Yeah.